happening here? All right, so Modern Humans. So this is a deck I have long wished to play, but I never did. It is awesome. Do we have awesome Thalias? No, we don't. That's fine. This is a deck I have long wished to play. It started becoming prominent right as I was getting back into constructed Magic about close to 2 years ago. So in Mirrodin, in 2003-4, Wizards of the Coast finally decided that Magic was going to have the creature type human. So in the Mirrodin block, they introduced human. They switched all creatures to having a race class setup, which meant every creature would have a race like human and a class or like a job, like in this case monk, in this case wizard, in this case pirate. It was, for a long time, they thought, okay, we're not going to do human tribal. Mark Rosewater said, who was the head designer of Magic then and now, said he kind of always knew that they would do human tribal, but that they were going to hold off on it for a bit. They eventually did in Innistrad, which is where Thalia's lieutenant, that's from Shadows over Innistrad, and Champion of the Parish come from. But throughout the rest of Wizards' design, a lot of the time when they were designing a creature, if they didn't want it to be part of a sort of iconic race that was, good as a tribal deck. So if it was in red, they didn't want it to be a goblin. If it was white, they didn't want it necessarily to be a soldier. They would lump it into human. Bob was the Dark Confidant was, again, a human instead of a zombie, and so on and so forth. There's just a lot of creatures that got defaulted to being human over time. And then there were some like Meddling Mage where they went back and changed them to be a human. Now they did reprint that in, what's it called? Shards of Alara. But anywho, so the humans deck is a crazy amalgamation of cards from a very broad swath of Magic history. It's got a lot of very interesting interactions that can happen in here. This version is playing the Mayor of Avabruck, which on the front side says other humans you control get +1/+1. At the beginning of each upkeep, you transform it if no spells were cast last turn, and it becomes a 3/3 that gives each other wolves and werewolf you control +1/+1, and you get a 2/2 wolf every turn. So this is just a generically powerful card. You just don't see this often in human decks anymore, but the gentleman who piloted this deck, Justin Brickman, was playing it, so that looks good. Looks like fun. Mantis Rider is an homage to Lightning Angel, one of my favorite creatures in all of Magic, but it is better. This one's also playing four main deck Reflector Mages. It's playing the Kessig Malcontents, so this is going to be a neat little list to go through. This is not quite the stock humans list, but stock humans gently, slowly changes over time depending on different meta forces. So let's see how this one does when we hop in. And then in the sideboard, of course, most interesting cards that we're playing here are Plague Engineer. I'm not exactly sure what this is for other than the Humans Mirror Match. And maybe Collector Ouphe is worth talking about here. We are going to have to be careful post board on what we name on our Cavern of Souls or Unclaimed Territories. Ancient Ziggurat for a while was not a card you would always see in these decks because you can't cast a turn 1 Aether Vial with it. Looks like this one has worked its way back into this list because of cards like Plague Engineer, Collector Ouphe, and Deputy of Detention in the sideboard, if I had to make a guess. So let's hop into a Modern League with this very well-established, high-powered archetype and see how she goes. I love 4 and 5 color decks that are just piles of craziness. And this is an aggro deck that has very interesting interactions. There's some neat timing things you can do, and then a lot of the time, the way your game plays out, a lot like the Spirits deck sometimes, you kind of create this house of cards by taking away certain pieces of your opponent's removal or bouncing things back to their hand, and you have to be very, very careful or otherwise you'll just get completely destroyed. This is my very first league ever playing this deck, so there's a good chance we just get completely wrecked here, but let's go anyway. All right, looks like a fine opening hand. So we've got turn 2 Kitesail Freebooter into Reflector Mage or Thalia's Lieutenant. So we're going to keep this on the draw. I think maybe I'm supposed to mulligan a hand that doesn't have a turn 1 play, but we'll find out quickly. Prowess. Okay, this is probably a bad matchup for us, although top decking a Noble Hierarch is potentially good. Obviously, the downside is it's going to just eat their very first piece of removal here. They could have Lava Dart, they could have Burst Lightning, they could have Lightning Bolt, but better that go to my Hierarch than to my face. And that means our Kitesail Freebooter is slightly more freed up. Lava Dart. Yeah, that's a really good card against us. They don't have a second land. Well, that is delightful. One of the other things the human deck gets to have is one of the least painful mana bases in Modern. Oh, baby, this curve. Well, it's going to be okay. Kessig Malcontents is amazingly mediocre in this particular matchup, but whew, that is a hand. Okay. Well, taking 1 bolt. So they're going to Lightning Bolt our Freebooter, and then they are going to... Oh, they're going to draw land. Great. So they can go Bolt, Lava Spike, crack me for 3. Oh, no, we're dead. Yeah, that's a good hand, huh? They had a really... Yeah, they got Bolt, Spike, Light Up. Do they have 2 Light Up the stage? No, they've got a 1. No, they drew a Mountain. Kitesail Freebooter actually is you, where it has your opponent reveal their hand, and then it has them show their hand so you can pick a card, so their hand enters the revealed zone twice, which is super useful. Okay, so they're holding up a Lightning Bolt in hand. Oh, or they're going to cast Light Up the stage, of course. Of course, of course. They didn't hit lands, but they do have a Lava Dart. But that's a Kitesail Freebooter. I think I'm supposed to Reflector Mage their Soul Scar Mage, because this just reduces the amount of damage we'll take next turn by the maximum amount. They have Lightning. So this Bedlam Reveler is going to get stranded no matter what they do. They used Light Up Stage. Cool. So I think we're supposed to just play Reflector Mage and shut down the Soul Scar. So that's what we're going to do. Human again. White, and this and this. Oh, Punchworthy, we're not dead yet. We're going to punch him right in the larynx with my banned from standard card. We're at 16 life against a burn deck. How could we possibly lose? So they're probably going to play Lava Dart at my face and then Light Up the Stage. Assuming they have the second one in their hands. Manamorphose. Well, that's something. So if they draw another one or land, they can now... No, they still can't Bedlam Reveler this turn. Good. 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 They could... If there is another Light Up the Stage in their hand, they could... No, they can't. I think that Bedlam Reveler's stuck now. Pretty sure. And they do have a Bolt in their hand, but bolting Reflector Mage is like not the greatest play for them. One of the problems right now with this setup is that their deck is also a very painless mana base, so we haven't done any damage to them with our aggro deck, which is not the best place to be. We do have Auriok Champion coming in off the sideboard, so this could be great. Dart Me. Yep. So I think this is Dart Me, cast Light Up the Stage. Perhaps. What do you have there, opponent? Something good? What do you have? Something delicious? Perhaps? Bolt. Sure. That's fair. So they might be out of ways to hit my Kitesail other than... Okay, light up again, sure. Hit Mountain. Sick. Okay, this is actually looking pretty good for me. Because they have to go sack double... Oh, wow. Okay, this could be really good. So, Kitesail the first. Arr. So Lava Spike and Soul Scar Mage. So let's take the Soul Scar. Oh no, we can only take non-creatures. Good to know. I'm not an idiot. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. We're gonna be fine. And then let's make my Kitesail big enough that they can't nuke it down easily with the cards they currently have. Cool. Land from exile, no problem. And then those are gone. Soul Scar, sure. They have one card in hand. Please do not let it be another Bedlam Reveler. Don't do it. Have a heart. Come on. Don't do me dirty. Because now we're going to start top decking Aether Vials. Sure. Meddling Mage. Alright, so the card in exile they have that they can play until the next turn is words. Mountain, which doesn't matter. So I think we're going to attack for 2 first. Think play the Freebooter. Fire out, sure. I think I'm just gonna play Meddling Mage on Bedlam Reveler. I think that's by far the highest upside. I think they're probably playing 4. Lavadar. Lavadar was my first thought, but since they already flashed one back, I wasn't going to worry about it. The other card in their hand is Fiery Islet right now. Crash through, sure. Attack. So they've got Light Up the Stage in their hand, plus Fiery Islet. I could block, but if they have Light Up the Stage, I'm not going to worry about it because I get to Malcontent them for 4 and crack them back for 5. Because the problem is if I double block here, I just get completely crushed by a burn spell. So I don't think it's worth risking. Sin Prodder. Reverse Bob. Jump with Booter. I don't think so. Oh, that's a reasonable pickup. This kind of has to name... if I make it a Meddling Mage, it basically has to name Lava Dart, because if it doesn't, Lava Dart just kills it. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. We're going to attack first. Okay. Resolves. Nice. Copy Meddling Mage, name Lava Dart. Cool. So, building our house of cards here, hoping it doesn't topple over immediately and crush us to death. Manamorphose, sure. Sack Islet. Good, good. Good, good. Spike me, sure. We're getting beat up. Do I want to jump here? I think I probably should. Let's draw a card first. Yeah. If that was Thalia's lieutenant, it might change my thinking, but I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to block here. Can't go down to 5 against the uber powered burn deck. This does mean they can Lava Dart my Malcontents when I play them, which will reduce the trigger damage by 1. Oh, great. Super duper. You'll have to see it. Well, Phantasmal Image will get to be a Bedlam Reveler next turn. So that ain't not bad. Assuming that Bedlam Reveler is the last card in their hand. So I'll take it. So we're going to smack them here. I'm going to play the Malcontents and ding them for 3. Target the player. Land. Nice. Reveler? Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure. Well, I'm not really relishing it. I'm just saying, like, they managed to do it, and, like, in terms of how bad it could be for us, this is the least bad. What is happening here? Okay. Sure. So, Champion. Make a Reveler. Trigger. Wow. Okay. Attack for 3. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Man, that sucks. Attack you for 2. Womp womp. Jeez, that's something, huh? So what are we bringing off the sideboard, huh? Yeah, Auriok Champion seems like the best card. I don't know what else, but it's been an interesting game at least, sort of. Yeah, I really should have just taken the hit from that Soulscar Mage for 3 to put me to 5, but I was like, there's no way I actually called the cards all correctly with Lava Dart into Bedlam Reveler. But it turns out that I had, which is crazy. Should have had more faith in the humans to have my opponent brick. But we didn't, and now we're here. Womp womp indeed. Womp womp. Bolt. I think that just means we're dead. Does it? They need more. Because I'll just chump, 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 and then try to top deck a Mantis Rider. So I could still win this. Huh. Weird. One creature attacks. One creature blocks. Ooh. Okay. Thalia's Lieutenant or Mantis Rider win this game right here. Meddling Mage does not. But we're not done yet. Human. What in the hell? Unclaimed Territory can tap for colorless. Got it. Yeah, I understand I probably should have blocked with Reveler. I didn't. I made the mistake. I think Lava Spike is what we name here. No, that can't be right. So we've seen 2 of those. We've seen 3 bolts. Hey, Crash Through? Crash Through ends us the hardest. I don't know if they play 4, but whatever. I mean, that's kind of a good sign, right? That doesn't kill us yet, right? They need a spell. Any spell will do, but they need a spell. Okay, there it is. I don't think this means they have it. We'll block there. So sure, let's pretend it matters. Okay. What the hell? Oh my god, I nailed the Crash Through. Did we just win? No way. No way. Go to combat? Oh my god, we won. Oh my god. Okay, so Kessig Malcontents seems really bad in this matchup. And Phantasmal Image, probably not the best. We could bring in Damping Sphere. I don't think it's worth it. Maybe it is. If it is worth it, what is it better than? I don't think there's anything in the main deck here. I think this is all we need. I think this is all we need. I love that the Fifth Dawn art came in. I love this art. I love it. Oh, just great. Thank you, Michael Sutton? Wherever you are. I think we're good here. Find the Fifth Dawn art weird. You're weird. Yeah, that's a keeper. It's not perfect, but we could draw one more land. So, how good is Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, against the mono? Looking at the art from that block really changed after I grew up. I mean, so one of the things about the Onslaught, or not Onslaught, Mirrodin block is that they were in the new frame, they were in a new era, they were trying to have a new look for Magic. So I definitely agree that some of the art is less universally fantasy-y. So we just jammed Thalia here, right? Like 10 out of 10. Is there any world in which we play something other than Thalia? Yes, Thalia? Okay. Oop, not Thalia's Lieutenant. It doesn't end them because they're going to have a burn spell to kill it, but I think I'm going to swing with Champion because if they attack with Steamkin with one counter on it, we'll chump block that. If they don't have another land. Yeah. So they're just going to burn down Thalia here and then be able to attack with 1 mana up. Yeah. It buys us time, but this game we have the Waterlogged Grove, which we've already taken... No, we've only taken 1 off of it so far, so... If we hit the 3rd land, we're going to be in really good shape. Okay, they can't get the 4th counter on Steamkin. Spiked Shirt. We're just going to take this big hit. And then hopefully draw a land and Reflector Mage the Steamkin. That's going to put us in a pretty good place. Yep. Obviously, the pain here is not the best, but... And we're going to leave the Champion of the Parish back to block. Hopefully we can pick up a Auriok Champion soon. No pain, no gain. Well, I was hoping not to take that much damage that early, but... Okay. This is light up the stage. Nope. So, group block, right? No, because if they have a bolt, then they eat me. I think I have to. I think I have to. Guess we could chump block with Reflector Mage because then they have to play a single spell. Or block with just Champion. Yeah, we're going to chump with Mage because then next turn I can play Thalia's Lieutenant and make my Champion a 5/5. And even if they have... Sure. Yep. Even if they have a Soulscar Mage, 5/5 Champion of the Parish is pretty good. I don't really want to play this turn. I'd just rather just play the Lieutenant. I think we have to leave it back. Like, obviously they don't have a Lava Dart in the graveyard, but... Mage the Swiftspear, then attack. Yeah. Could have done that. Seemed cool. I knew that was in their hands. So that was kind of... Whew! Alright. I think we go... Hierarch. Triggers. Freebooter? Freebooter lets me make a house of cards here. It does put me down to 4, which I've been trying not to do, but I think it's worth it. Wow! 0 burn spells. Neat. Okay. So, swinging, you say. Got it. And they have a Soulscar Mage in their hands, so that doesn't have haste. That is an atrocious hand. Play another Hierarch. I wanted to look at their hand, which worked out really well. I'm not saying it was necessarily correct, but it did work out well. So their hand is Soulscar, Bedlam still. Okay. You have Trample. Yeah, that's what I figured. Hello. Okay. So, Champion, then they have 1 unknown card in hand. They still can't play the Bedlam Reveler, so I don't really need to worry about them. So let's just play Champion and Hierarch. And then we'll put them under the double Abyss here. Yes. Maybe just the 1 Abyss, huh? Just swing with an 11/11. Seems good. This way, if they draw a single burn spell, we're fine. Yeah. Okay, here's my 11/11. Would you like to go to 1? No. Good. Good. Got a pro-red creature now, so I'm really not worried. Their hand is Bedlam Reveler, and 2 unknowns. They could have Bolt. Kiln Fiend. Yeah, that's okay. And the Revelers currently cost 5, so, you know, that's happening. Blood Moon. Nice. Good card. I mean, we all right, but good card. Their hand is 2 Bedlam Revelers. Cool. So we just put them under many copies of the Abyss here. Okay. Thankfully we have 2 Hierarchs, exactly. So swing with this, this, and this. I can make them bigger first. I think I just play a Meddling Mage on Bedlam Reveler. Or I can swing with stuff and then Reflector Mage and then basically guarantee they're dead next turn. Probably right. Do I need to make my creatures bigger this turn? It probably makes my attacks better. I think if we Reflector Mage, their Soul Scar Mage. No, the Steamkin is best. So white, blue, 1. Triggers. Yes. Who can I? Always yes. Always yield. Get out of here. Okay. Go to combat. Yep. Get him. You must block at least one. Sure. Alright, opponent. Enjoy. Mage on Crash Through. Maybe this turn. I think Reflector Mage was better last turn. Because now they have another card in their hand they can't play. Bolt. Sure. They have another unknown, but it could only be a bolt at the biggest. And now we just kill them. Okay, nice try, opponent. You got there. Cool. 2-0. That first game was nuts. That second game was acceptable. We got pretty lucky they had a grossly bad hand. It was super, super tight. Well, we got the Aether Vial draw. And as far as Aether Vial draws go, this is probably pretty good, so we're going to keep it. Double Aether Vial is obviously the feel bad, but Mayor of Avabruck with Aether Vial seems really good. Alright, opponent with the sequencing. Publicly bobbling themselves, you know? Just, some people have no decency. Emre. Why? That's quite the card. I'm playing around them thinking that I'm on mono white taxes. It's just like, oh, sure. Shake, shake, shake. Shake that booty. Shake your booty. Ow. Y'all the best in the world, I can tell. Oof. Alright, show me your hands. Womp womp womp. Go. So they've got Emery. They've got Cryptic. They've got enough lands to start Cryptic locking me. But they don't have a fetch. So as long as they don't make fetch happen, we're going to be okay. Cavern. Yes, please. It's a Mantis Rider. Forest, Cryptic Command. Yeah, they have Forest, Cryptic. 2 unknown. Thanks to Bobble. Attack. Haha! Violin, my Mayor of Avabruck. Skadoosh, take 4, nerd. I know. It was a sick line, bro. And then actually, even with the Cryptic, at some point we can Aether Vial in an attacker after they Cryptic tap my team. So that's kind of neat. Yep. Galvanic Blast. You nerd. Urza. Wow, that's so cruel and unusual. Oh, we're so dead. Oh my god, we're so dead. Because they're going to bobble me and then draw the Galvanic Blast and wreck me during my upkeep, I believe. Vial's irritating. Thankfully, it's in our favor this time. No, they did not bobble me. Okay. I have some questions. So they have the Cryptic in their hand right now. So I think I just fired off this Thalia's Lieutenant because it makes this Mantis Rider big enough that it... No, I know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to lose a point of damage this turn, but that's okay. Play Lieutenant. Violin Mantis Rider. Yeah, but they have Cryptic in hand right now. I don't want to lose my entire attack. No, I understand what that line is, but I don't want to lose my whole attack here. So what I'm going to do is I'd rather lose 1 power into... Really? Okay. This is kind of the best of both worlds situation, I guess. Kind of. Because now we're going to go post-combat, cast Lieutenant. Hold priority. I don't even know if I actually need to hold priority, but I don't think that I do. I think I got a chance to respond to my own trigger, but here's my Mantis Rider. Okay, triggers. Hey, look how neat my line was. It was so neat. Don't see the downside of letting them burn their cryptic. Yeah, maybe I did this wrong. I think I probably did this wrong. I bet you're right. I bet I completely cocked that up. I'm not used to being on this side of it, okay? I was like trying to be clever, and I think I unclevered. So they have their Galvanic Blast now. So we don't have really any more input on this game, but we do have 10 power and flyers. So maybe good enough. But they have Cryptic, Mystic Sanctuary, and Emery. So I think maybe we're just dead. Even if I draw Kitesail, I just feel like I'm stumbling and fumbling around on the side of things because I'm like, oh, here's how they should always be doing it, and then it turns out no, the way most people do it is good, and Cryptic Command in this sort of situation is just very difficult to beat. EE on 2, you say? What? I mean, I guess, but like... I don't know why they decided that these like zoom in on a card feature needs like a... Maybe they have a second. I mean, they don't want to play it on 3 because of Emery, I guess. So they could always do it on 3 the second time. I think this is the reason why. Okay. Begin combat, question mark? Yeah. I don't think we can beat this in the main deck. Technically, I could draw a Meddling Mage. They're not low enough for Kessig Malcontents. So. Alright, we'll stick in this for a little bit, but... Okay. Yep. Oh, right, they still have the Galvanic Blast. Yep. Yeah, I should have played the champion. I wasn't thinking of all the removal they had in their hand. They could just reset the blast now? Yeah, I'm done. They actually killed my board. I forgot that that was going to happen too on top of the cryptic locking. Well done, Urza deck. Well done. Alright. Ouphe. And Deputy? Seem good? Malcontent seems good. Yeah. This is one where I have no idea what to cut. Probably Mayor of Avabruck, because don't think we ever get the flip. Maybe I don't need Deputy, because Reflector Mage kind of does what I want Deputy for the most part. Dismember worth? Maybe. I don't think so. It doesn't kill Uro, and it... Early Emery. Well, yeah, but the Urza is going to leave a construct behind. I mean, yes, it could be. What are we cutting for Dismember? I'm not really. It's Reflector Mage because it's slow. We just run a really fast hand here. Yeah, it's definitely a matchup where life total doesn't matter so much. That's for darn sure. Two vials on the play? Is that a thing people do? Because I guess we could mulligan to hands that have a 1-drop. Okay, I'm sure you know more than I do about it. It doesn't sound wrong. It doesn't sound wrong. Yeah, that's a hand. That's a hand. So we go Hierarch, Champion Thalia, then Mantis Rider, crack for 7. Think our hand's good? Hand is gas. All right. Human. Hierarch. Go. Boop. Oh, that's... All right. Sure. Why not? So... I gotta play this Thalia. And I probably play the champion anyway. Because I want them to blow that E. I want them to spend their mana on it. So, sucks to be me, but I think this is what we're supposed to do here. Hello. Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. Yeah, we're still championing to Thalia because maybe just puts more pressure on them. Yeah, and they can't actually activate this. Their lands ended up being really screwy here, so that was good. And then just Mantis Rider, get Horizon Canopy into play. So the champion actually worked out really well here because their mana is being uncooperative, let's say. Trigger. Alright. Smack. Alright, take 8. What are we playing against? Teamer or Rosa? Oof! That's a card draw, huh? I don't need to do Ouphe here, but I think I should because I'm probably sacking this Canopy, and I don't think I need the third one. Oh, I probably did need the third one for future, yeah. Oh well. Oof. Yeah, if I draw a Mantis Rider this turn, I'm not going to be able to play it. Rug Urza. Yeah, Rug really ties the room together. Got him. Nice. Draw a card. Draw a card. Woo! The top of my deck was fire. Yeah, I figured it out afterwards. I just didn't want to tap the Horizon Canopy because I wanted to tap to sack it. So you said 2 Aether Vials on the play. Are we supposed to bring them back for the draw? Yeah, okay. What do we take out? Hierarchs or champions? Maybe 1/1. Seems okay. Yeah. No, I mean, hey, don't worry about it, man. I'm the one playing the deck. Malcontents plus 1 mage. That's what you'd rather cut? I think I want the Malcontents. Malcontents could be gas. Malcontents Phantasmal Image could end a game that we're otherwise locked out of. Pretty sure we don't cut Malcontents in a matchup where Cryptic Lock exists. How good do you think the mages are? Reflector Mage? I mean, it getting rid of a construct and letting us crack in, it getting rid of an early Emery, like, again, obviously that doesn't line up great, but I'm just saying it could. Like, they're not great. Maybe Deputy of Detention is better. Honestly, just don't know. Reluctant to cut the Hierarch on the draw. That's fair. I'm going to just do it like this. And whatever happens, happens. Let's get lucky. I'm up all night, too. Up all night for good fun. Up all night for good fun. This is a hand. It's not a great hand, but it's a hand. It's definitely plays some Magic the Gathering. I would like to draw a Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. 1 Thalia, please. Hey man, it's a 50-50. You know, either you win or you lose. You know? It's one of my favorite quotes of all time. I think this lines up well against their deck. It's definitely okay. That is less than exciting. Not bad, just... I mean... Cavern. Cute. Get him. Running lieutenant should bury them. We'll see. We need to fade a second E or an Emery. Oh, we definitely play Hierarch. Yeah. Well, because we're going to turn to Thalia's lieutenant, crack you for 2 with the Hierarch, and start pressuring them to pop the EE. Which, like, they're definitely going to want to pop the EE, but we're going to start making them make choices ASAP. This is definitely, and that's what I like about humans, is that, like, it's not like the burn deck in terms of, like, you very quickly on the other side of the table, you get to the point where you're like, oh, I don't get to make any decisions if they have 2 bolts in their hand. The humans deck always seems like they're very, it's kind of like playing against a prison deck. It's just a prison deck that is attacking your life total, which, like, obviously that's a really odd way to phrase that, but I'm just meaning, like, the way humans sort of boxes you in. Yeah, it's disruptive. It's the disruptive linear aggro deck. Well, that is a card I could draw. Yeah, okay. So I think it's Thalia's lieutenant. Am I supposed to play the second Hierarch this turn? Probably not, right? Yeah. Yeah, I need to find an answer for the Emery or I'm just done, right? Because it's just gonna... I think we land lieutenant. Yeah. Yep. Fair enough. Trigger. Crack you for 2. The Emery is just going to be a real problem very quickly. Next turn we go Hierarch, another lieutenant. Yeah. I mean, next turn we could go lieutenant if they don't blow up their EE right away, which is a very, very high amount of damage. Astrolabe's good. Probably means they're digging for the land, which they found. Goose. Yeah. Well, the EE is gonna kill their goose, so that's something. They didn't cash in their EE. Yeah. Obviously, I'm in the future, so I know that. You don't know that yet, but you will. You will. So we're gonna play Lieutenant first, and then Phantasmal Image on Lieutenant second, because the Phantasmal Image Lieutenant is going to be more vulnerable. We can still play it, although we could have played that uncounterably. I screwed that up, but that's okay. We're going to be fine here. Why is their hand so good? Why is their hand so good? Okay, pass the turn. Yeah. Yeah, but all they needed was the 1 Galvanic Blast, and they're like golden now. It really, we didn't have any Kitesails, we didn't have any Meddling Mages, so we're gonna be in trouble pretty quickly here. Yeah, I mean, this hand looked like very fast, but doesn't have any disruption, and I think their deck has enough interaction. It's not the blue-green Urza deck. I mean, that's kind of great, because they got the Stomping Grounds first, which isn't normally even in those lists, which is a very strange choice. Stupid Metalcraft, yep. What the hell just happened? Oh, they played a second Emery, I see. Of course, of course. I mean... So if I target this Thalia's Lieutenant, this is going to have 2 instances of the sacrifice trigger, which I think is funny, so I'm going to do it. Don't tap the Hierarch. Why? They have an EE and 2 mana. We can attack with. Yes, you're right. But I want to play both of these after combat after they blow up the 1-drops. I mean, maybe your line was right. I'm not sure. Maybe I should have just attacked without cracking anything yet. They're not going to crack their EE now. Yeah. Galvanic Blast. Oh, they had another one? Jesus. Well, yep. Yep. Yeah, yeah. You're 100% right. Yeah. Listen, I am not a good aggro deck player, and I've never claimed to be one. I think I still have to play Auriok Champion here to incentivize them further to pop their E. No, I don't. No, I can play these next turn. Yeah. Yeah, they have the second Galvanic Blast. Because they missed their Sanctuary last turn. But I really should have been able to attack with Hierarch that turn, and then made them pop the EE instead of blasting there. Although the blast would still take out my biggest Thalia's Lieutenant, so yeah, I didn't play the 1-drops. Sure, why not? That's a totally reasonable, beatable Magic card. So they can crack EE, replay EE for 2 colors, and then crack it again? Yeah, they can. If they do it, or even if they don't, I think I'm screwed anyway, but... Oh, they have the second EE in there? I didn't even notice it. Yeah, that's fair. Filter it. Do it. Good for you. Yeah, too little, too late. Well, we got a really sweet first one against Prowess, so can't win them all. Yeah, I was way up there on time. I just wasn't paying attention to it. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not a good aggro deck player because there's like 3 different times that I've made mistakes this league already where I'm like, I know a better line than the thing that I think I should be doing, and then I turn it into something worse. But you're right, that is a lame excuse. Thanks, coach. All right, we're going to keep this one. With the Waterlogged Grove, it's definitely fine. Yeah. So always lead on Hierarch, I guess. Because then next turn we get to go Champion Phantasmal Image. Seems like a very, very good amount of power and toughness to put on the battlefield on turn 2. Champion Hierarch. Would you? I guess that's a crack for 5, isn't it? Yeah. Good call, punchy. Yeah. Punchinello. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, well, this is a phenomenal opening to have against that opening. That is a less than great draw, but... Not using the ramp for anything. Well, like, I guess in my mind, I was more mana efficient on turn 2 to be able to play Champion plus Phantasmal Image. Whew, this is, So here comes my 9 power attacker. Yeah, we're not going to play Aether Vial. Do I sack the Waterlogged Grove before I do anything? I do, right? I can still play Image and Hierarch this turn, and Image is turning into another Hierarch. Hierarch plus Image Hierarch. Yeah, but I can crack the Waterlogged Grove first, right? Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Finding lines. Finding lines. Alright, so we're still going to play Hierarch and Lieutenant. I'm going to play Hierarch, Lieutenant, and then next turn Phantasmal Image, Lieutenant. Is that right? Yeah. Because this helps me go wide instead of going quite as tall. Because if they Tron... Yeah. If they Tron here, it needs to be... Ugin won't do it. If it's O-Stone, we're dead, but... Karn? Please, Karn? Wormcoil. Is that good enough? Yeah. Am I good? I don't think I'm good. I think you were talking in the previous turn. Oops. So we copy the Lieutenant, right? Yeah, they have to block my Champion. Then we hit them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But they're going to 12. Crap. Yeah. Yeah, you were talking before they played the Wormcoil for sure. So they get to chump my Champion, go to 4. And then die on the next turn, maybe? Well, we're swinging in with everything, I'm pretty sure. We do still have lethal next turn. They're 3. So they're going to gain 3 and take... Wow. Goodness gracious. So Meddling Mage on... I can't play a Mantis Rider. Oh, you maybe missed the... You haven't seen the thing yet. Yeah. So Meddling Mage naming... Karn? Yeah, I was thinking about the Phantasmal Image Wormcoil, but I don't know if it matters. Yep. What is up, Steam Flogger? Alright. I think I'm on Karn. Trigger. I can swing with the 4/4 and force them to chump block. And then next turn I have 3 and 2, which is not good enough. So it's not really worth swinging, is it? Is it not? Eh. Okay. So we're dead. I think we're dead. Good God. They just had Natural Tron, Wormcoil, Blast Zone. Wow. Well, sometimes you're going to get beat by the good decks. And then sometimes you get beat by Tron. But, you know, at least it's good Tron, I guess. Actually, we can't confirm that. They haven't played enough cards. At least they're tanking on this, kind of. I guess by not attacking last turn, I didn't give them the chance to get their lifelink. And because they didn't get their lifelink, they are still at 3. So Mantis Rider off the top would kill them, although I can't cast it. So now I have to group block to get this off the table, which is absolutely worth doing. Yeah. Yeah. I can't believe how much they didn't stumble, right? Like they snap capped the 7 and just like Natural Tron, no problem. I mean, this is what that deck does, but it's still super frustrating to play against. Yeah. And they can get another Blast Zone most likely. Well, I can now play the Mantis Rider that I didn't draw. However, I can make my Lieutenant big enough that they... Oh, they're just getting their F6, sure. Reveals Forest. Okay, so they are on Green Tron. Attack Ugin, I guess. Oh, and I tapped in such a way that I can't play this Aether Vial, but I don't really think it matters. Yeah, I mean, we definitely have to accept the fact that we lose the Blast Zone. I hate losing games on, like, turn 3. Yep. I hate losing games on turn 3 where my deck did exactly what it's supposed to do and it doesn't matter. But them's the breaks. So, Ouphe and Damping Sphere. Malcontents probably out. Shouldn't need that if we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. Yeah, Wrath of God on land seems good. Aether Vial 2 out, you were saying? And then maybe one Mayor of Avabruck. It's not that good here. It's okay, but... D-Sphere Dude, what do you want that for? For their Haymakers? I don't know if that matters. Do you think... I mean, it's probably better than Reflector Mage most of the time. But Reflector Mage is a... Exiles O-Stone. Yeah. Well, so does Reflector Mage. And Reflector Mage beats down harder and has the human synergy. So it triggers Thalia's Lieutenant and Champion of the Parish. Because they don't... I think it can swap in for Mage, but I think Mage is better against the Worm. You need exclamation point card. But Mayor of Avabruck is he's a lord. And then once he flips, he's a 3/3 lord for wolves, and at the beginning of your end step, create a 2/2 wolf. So he's good when you're going wide, but I think Ouphe comes in for him in this kind of matchup. I think maybe another mage over the mayor. feel like Mayor of Avabruck is for like the grindy matches, like Jund and things like that. Pretty happy with the sideboarding. Yeah, let's do it. Aether Vial has been amazingly unspectacular this league. We just keep drawing better hands. Okay. And then I say that and here it is. Okay, so that's a keep. Let's see what's up. Human. Aether Vial. Skadoosh. Okay, well we hit our third land. Do I want a Meddling Mage? If they had map, they would have played it. Oh, I just played Thalia here, right? Yeah. All right, opponent, enjoy your turn. You get him, buddy. You get him. Ooh, Sanctum. Ooh, map. Hey, target acquired. Where's Roy? I need him to tell me that the target has been acquired. Alright, also human. It's fine. Go Deputy. Oh, did I screw up? I did. Because I need 2 colors for that. No. Alright. Yeah, I screwed up though and I can't do it. I needed to put the second one on Wizard. I said it didn't matter, and then it did. Okay, so play Thalia's Lieutenant, trigger on the stack, bring in Meddling Mage, and we name so that means they're able to get Blast Zone with this. Pretty sure I named Sylvan Scrying or O-Stone. Yeah. Sylvan Scrying or O-Stone. Sylvan Scrying or O-Stone. I mean, it doesn't matter how I... Remember to use Ziggurat to cast Lieutenant. I don't understand. Why is that a thing? You mean lands? Yeah, I know we can bring in the Deputy of Detention Sphere next turn, but... Okay, trigger, okay, attack. So we can cast Vial. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to cast the other Vial and not just hold it in my hand because I like having more cards in my hand. Yeah. See, I have this like control player problem too, where I'm like, I'm just gonna hold my cards. And I was supposed to crack the Horizon Canopy before combat there. So let's do it after combat and look like a goofball. Punished. And if I had had the Aether Vial in play, I would have been able to drop that in during combat, which is not relevant, but it could be. Oh, and I have to pay 2 for it for Thalia. Of course. Yes, of course. I don't think the second Vial is doing much either, but like it was correct to play it, I'm pretty sure. I think there's not a lot of upside to holding it like I did. They scooped. Well, despite colossal missequencing we got there, hooray. I don't think we could play it. Yeah. I mean, afterwards. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thalia does affect our own deck. I think we're supposed to bring the Aether Vials back in. I think I want... one mage and one... mage? Is that right? Could that be right? Could be right. I think the mages are the weakest Reflector Mage. Yeah. Meddling Mage is really good. Deputy of Detention Sphere is pretty good against their non-land permanents. The Thalia really, I think, was messing with them a little bit that game. No, yeah, I mean, yeah, Meddling Mage has plenty of utility. We've just like not had a Kitesail Freebooter ever. All right, we've got 3 lands that are redraws. Do we have time to futz around like that? Yeah, I think this is probably a mulligan. Our opponent stuck their 7, but I think this is probably ship. I definitely don't think we can keep this hand. This is going to be clunky and gross. Yeah. Okay. London mulligan. Well, this is very colorful. Come on, we just stick this, right? And then we just rip a land. Huh? Triple Meddling Mage? They'll never be able to cast anything. Alright, we're going to 5. Alright. I think we ditch the 2 Phantasmal Images and pray. Maybe Image and Lieutenant. Yeah. Because Image is another Mantis Rider. Yeah. It can get blown out by Dismember, though. But I think... yeah. Okay, we'll ditch the Lieutenant. Okay. We should be able to play the Image at some point. Okay. I mean... you guys like Hate Bears? I think I like Hate Bears. I think I'm into them. Ancient Stirrings. Aww. Not okay. Okay, so we're basically not going to play any Magic this game, huh? Unless we top deck a land. Do it. Do it. Come on. Come on, little deck. You got this. You got this. Nothing we could do. Agreed. Turn 3 Karn on the play. Not even close, you know? Yep. Just pack it up, move it on. That's why I like decks that play cards like Force of Negation. Force of Negation is a wonderful card. He comes down earlier than 4-mana card. Hey, man, I've seen E-Tron play a turn 2 Mind Stone and then bust out the turn 4 Karn. Alright, this is not great at all. Ship it. This is much better, keeping this. We're gonna ditch one of these Reflector Mages. Cool. Alright, folks, we need 2 match wins for the burrito here, so let's do it. Opponent mulls to 4. Alright, we're halfway there. Cool. Alright. So Vial, okay, yes. Canopy. Put in my human, yes. This one. Boot. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Ow. You can do it very well. Their 4 isn't absurd. I just conceded here so you don't know what they're playing. I agree with that. Oh. Yeah, that was not gonna do it. Oh my god, it's Neo Brand. Alright, so we're gonna get the game 1 win and then completely crush this match? Is that where we're at here? I'm pretty sure. I mean, if I was gonna draw anything there, this is probably one of the best things I could draw. Do I sack the Canopy? I don't, right? I guess it doesn't really help me or hurt me much. So I Lieutenant this turn, I crack in for 5. And then I can just... Yeah, I don't need to sack it now. But I do need to bring this in. Triggers. Did I screw up? No, crack in for 6. Cool. And then next turn 7, 8, 9. And then next turn lethal. Cool. Yeah, I know we plan on taking up the Vial to 3 next turn, but like Canopy gives me another shot at either Mantis Rider or 1-drop, but yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I think the clock that we have is reasonable. And I think that going down on lands probably doesn't help us much, so I think we have made some wise decisions here. Good job, team. Good job, Brain Trust. They're really low on resources too. Yeah, cool. So I think we want Damping Sphere, and then beyond that, it barely matters. Right? Reflector Mage is just as good as Deputy against Grizzlebrands, or a Naked Reflector Mage to do the squad. Yep. Yep, good job, team. Yeah. So we're on the draw. We want the Vials. so I think Damping Sphere over Mayor of Avabruck? No, the Lord is a reasonable speed. We want as much disruption as possible, so actually maybe the Mayor is the worst. Do we want Dismember? No. No, you do not. So the way the Neoform deck is going to go off, we never get priority to cast any removal. So that doesn't work. But Thalia and Meddling Mage definitely do. But that's most of what we can do, and then Kitesail Freebooter. So I think this is fine. And then Damping Sphere really makes it hard for them to combo off because they need to cast multiple spells in a single turn. Yeah, I think we're good. Your friendly bot has convinced me otherwise. Well, yeah. This has no disruption. I think I'm supposed to ship this. Yeah. Yeah, this is much better. Not much better, but it's better. I think I can toss the vial. I just don't need it with this hand. GTTS, give them the suck. I think I'm tossing the vial here, right? Yeah. I mean, and this hand is well set up to the point where we just don't need it anyway. Pitch vial. Yep. Okay. Are we turn 1 dead? Might be turn 1 dead. Trigger. Pact. Sure. Allosaurus Rider. Sure. Yep. Last card. Neoform. Sure. Grizzled Daddy. Sure. Okay. Brick. 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 Pact. Sure. Honest John Worm. Pact again. Sure. Shoal. Sure. Yeah. I'm glad we mulliganed to this hand. I think this is the fastest Neo brand player I've ever seen. And like not by a small margin. That was the fastest Neo brand player I've ever seen. That was amazing. I mean, good for them. Maybe they'll accidentally kill themselves. I've seen it happen. That's why I let him play out the combo. Yeah. So I can't play this Damping Sphere, but I can play this Meddling Mage. And then I can Phantasmal Image for Eldritch Evolution. So I think we're going to keep. So we have a plan. Alright, new plan. Draw Meddling Mage, don't get turn 1. My favorite part of your plan is the second part of your plan. Don't die on turn 1 is A+. I want 4th negation. 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 4th Human. Champion. Damn it. That one. That one. Go. Mage good, keep. TY. You have to talk to me like I'm a dredge player. Come on. Don't do it. Don't ritual. We made it to turn 2. GG. Alright. Rather than Meddling Mage here, I think I'm supposed to D-Sphere. I think D-Sphere shuts off more lines, because then it doesn't matter which one they have. Because they need to play Allosaurus Rider, and then I can also Reflector Mage Allosaurus Rider next turn, so I think I'm going to play the D-Sphere. Got a new subscriber on YouTube. I love it. We're picking up people, picking up views. Oh, do I just Meddling Mage Allosaurus Riders? I do, right? Is that correct? But if I Meddling Mage Allosaurus Riders, they can't Neo-brand, or they can't Neoform, or... Yeah, I think so. Let's find out. I love that I figured this out after the fact of like, oh yeah! Yeah, it should be. I mean, maybe they have a redundant way to combo once you do. Okay, they scooped. Well, both teams played hard. Both teams played hard. I want to thank you, wonderful folks, for being here on this beautiful Monday evening, rolling on into Tuesday. It's the midnight hour here on the Mana Symbol channel, and we're hanging out with Roy the Boy, Larynx Punchworthy, and Larynx, why are you so mad at the world? I think anyone who deems things as punchable in the throat. What is time? What is time during the lockdown? Multi 4, turn 1 win, turn 2 win. What a match. Yeah. I mean, that's Neobrand, right? When I was on the 4-0 run with Grull, with Thick Grull, and then we ran into Grizzle Pig, and they turn 2'd me in the final game, and it's just the worst. That's so bad. The turn 2 combo decks are just... Oh. Matchmaking failed. They can't... Have you considered eHarmony? Not yet. We're against Squidbilly? Oh, that's awesome. But not with this hand. Ship it. Okay, that's way better. Keep that one. Toss. It's got to be the Mantis Rider, right? Although, maybe it's the Champion? I think it's the Champion, right? It's the Champion. Because we play turn 2 Mantis Rider, crack him for 4, then crack him for 5. Is that I think that's the best line, right? Heap bottom champion. Yep, nailed it. Cool. Cavern. Human. Green. Go. Nice astrolabe. Alright, probably in trouble here. Human. White. Blue. Red, it's Miss America. A homeless man's lightning angel. Mantis Rider wishes it was as gorgeous as Lightning Angel. Yeah, we'll get to double lieutenant and crack for 6. Trigger. More triggers. They scooped. Ouch. Okay. So, Ouphe. Maybe Dismember? Yeah, probably Dismember. And then... probably Mage. And it's 2 vials out on the draw? Is that where we're at? Or was that on the play? That was on the draw, right? We don't have time for vial on the draw. I think we're playing against blue-black Urza. I'm definitely bringing in Collector Ouphe. Vials are crap on the play. Right, but we're on the draw here. But do I want Aether Vial in with Collector Ouphe? Do I want the full set of vials in with Collector Ouphe? Probably not. You don't know the text on Null Rod? And then I assume it's not a Thopter Sword variant. Yeah, well, it's because it's from Modern Horizons, not a standard legal set. I don't know if we're against a Thopter Sword variant because we didn't see enough of their deck. Because if we are, we want the Plague Engineers. But I think it's not worth bringing them in. Even against the Thopter Sword decks, it's like, eh. It's like, it does a thing, but... like, I think that's what they're in the sideboard for. Well, that's a hand. I mean, I think we keep this. But I'm not thrilled with it. Remember that thing where we boarded out some of our Aether Vials? You'd mull. Okay. Shoulda mulled. Got it. I'm just going to treat the Aether Vial like a dead card. Like Null Rod, this hand does nothing. Well, I made the bad choice, and now we're here. I probably should have played Aether Vial there. I really hope you're right. This hand is fine if we rip a 2-drop human. Yeah, I probably should have played Aether Vial there. I didn't think about it long enough, but... I mean, the Ouphe might completely crush them here, right? No? I think Parish makes sense. Okay. Oh no! Oh no, there's a rebuke. Well played, opponent. Oh no, floating mana for Fatal Push. Got it. Well played. No, I definitely should have led on the Aether Vial. I mean, obviously that's like hindsight 2020, but like... Because then turn 2 I could have just played Champion plus Thalia's Lieutenant, and I could have vialed in the Ouphe instant speed. I mean, it's fine, like hindsight 2020, but I think... Yeah. I think we're playing Thalia's Lieutenant and then playing Aether Vial. Which really sucks to play it like late like this, but I don't think there's a better thing to play this turn. This one. Triggers. Oh no. Why don't I ever get to do that to a human's deck? Oh my god, why did we screw this game up so badly? It's okay, it's gonna be fine. It's all fine here now. Trigger. Well, it's just that sequencing the what are words? Okay. We're good. I can Reflector Mage. Yep, yeah. I was just looking at it. Unfortunately, I don't have a Cavern, so... Oh. Neat. Trigger. Were for 2? Sure. Stop to Foundry? Sure. Still can't cast the... We can put the Parish into play right now. We can put the Parish into play right now, buddy. Crap. Well, I mean, if they're gonna block, they're gonna block, I guess. It doesn't really matter if I make this bigger now or later. But yeah, make your Thopter and block me. You're blocking. If you wanted to block this, you could block this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But if they have an Urza sword here, we're just toast. Like, not even close. Okay. Oh, sword is also awful. Well, something. Why did I do that way? Why would I do that way? Cast Thalia's Lieutenant. Not sure. So they're putting push on top? Sure. Okay. Now is your time, Meddling Mage? Results. This target's nothing right now? Sick. Okay. Yeah. They don't have a way to draw their Fatal Push at the moment. And I can Meddling Mage the Fatal Push. I can't attack with anything here? No, I can. Yeah, I can actually attack with everything. I think the Thopter Sword combo is going to bury me, but... We'll see how they split up their Thopters here. Oh, perfect. Perfect. I mean, again, I don't really think it matters, but... Because I don't know if I can get enough attackers. And I'm not going to be able to attack with Kitesail Freebooter next turn because they could just put all the Thopters in front of it. 5 mana is too much. I don't think I can get out from under this. But we can try. No? No. Well, I mean, guess that could happen. Alright. Play Thalia, Violin, Lieutenant. No, play Lieutenant, Violin, Thalia. That's the... Dig for Ouphe. Rider isn't terrible. No, Rider's not bad. Trigger. Stack. Alright, Roy, throw it on the quote list. If there's one thing I dislike more than a blocker, it's multiple blockers. I'm into it. Triggers. So the only thing that's big enough to attack is the one Thalia's Lieutenant. Is that actually true? It's, yeah. So, yeah. How do we get through this? Do I have... I guess the Ouphe? I guess one more Ouphe? Alright. I'm gonna give it next turn, but if we don't draw the Ouphe next turn, I think I'm scooping. Which is not unreasonable. They're gonna kill me pretty quickly. I could have blocked with Kitesail there. Largely does not matter. Trigger. Okay. No. Oh, well. Okay. One. Oh, this doesn't tap for... Yeah. It's cool. Yep. Okay. Engineers. Deputy of Detention, probably? Yeah. Better than Reflector Mage. I don't know if they're playing Urza. They probably are, but if I have Plague Engineer, does it matter? Kind of does. Then I can bring back Aether Vial. Mayor is probably not great. I don't know about this card in general. I can't really tell what it's supposed to be doing here. Damn Ziggurat. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the idea was to leave the Vial on 2 and crack the groove. Take Phantasmal Image out, just one, maybe. Mantis Rider. It just doesn't offer as much disruption as the other cards. Yeah, let's do that. Darn Ziggurat. Yep. Well, I mean, it's good with the sideboard cards here, but yeah, I mean, that was awkward. All right, we're on the burrito bubble, folks. Let's get it. Let's get it. Is this hand excellent, yay or nay? It's pretty nuts, right? So this time, we're going to lead on the Vial. Then we're going to play Thalia. Then we're going to play Phantasmal Image on an Ouphe. Yeah. We're going to Vial in the Ouphe on 3 and play Phantasmal Image on it. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, we're keeping this. Okay, so Island, Vial, go. Turn to Thalia? Yeah. Thalia is going to make it more difficult for them to remove. We ain't Vial in Image. We can't Vial in Image. That's fine, we're not going to. Yeah. No, yes, 100%. You're right. Nah, you're right. Yeah, we can have 2 Ouphes. Yeah. Of course, we got to draw the Aether Vials in multiples, but can't be countered. Taxes your Fatal Push. Enjoy. This card is gross. This card also gross. This card fairly gross, but that's because this is the crappy art version. Yeah, we can violin the Ouphe and then play a second Ouphe with the Phantasmal Image. Yeah, opponent is not pleased. Not pleased at all. That card? You mean the Dryad Arbor? Okay. So I can vial in my Ouphe. There's no reason not to. I don't have any reason to vial in the Ouphe right now. So I think I just play Thalia's Lieutenant and attack for 3. They'll probably fire off Fatal Push, and at that point I can play my Ouphe. Because I want to soak up their removal onto non-Ouphe targets. Ouphe. Attack. Because there's no artifact that like comes in at instant speed. There's nothing they can do to my Aether Vial to remove it. Okay. That's still fine. I don't have to respond. Are we copying our Thalia's Lieutenant? I mean, we can. I could also copy Thalia here. No, we were never going to copy our Thalia's Lieutenant in response to trigger. No, that was not going to happen. I think getting the Ouphe into play or the line here where we get to Phantasmal Image or Thalia is too important. The question is, do we want a Phantasmal Image or Thalia here? Do you think Thalia is better here than Ouphe? Copying Thalia looks good. Yeah, I think so, because then they need to burn more removal before I show the Ouphe. Skadoosh. Also, it makes my Lieutenant bigger, which is, it's not nothing. It's not nothing. I remember the first time I saw Deland do that, and I was like, oh, that's sick. Thoughtseize? Please no? Oh my god. Oh, that's not fair. I mean, we get to crack them for 6 here. They don't have any part of their combo yet, so maybe it's okay. Wait, they got rid of Mantis Rider? Oh, that doesn't bode well. Okay, I screwed up here because I thought... Oh, it doesn't matter. That's a little frustrating. Is it? No, it's fine. It's totally fine. So I can Plague Engineer Construct. Seems okay. If I drop in my Ouphe now, I can't get the engineer into play. I don't think I can afford to waste my Plague Engineer on Construct here. I'm just going to go to my turn. So we'll put that one on 3. Put this one on 2, or on 1. Okay, that's good. So I can get them both into play this turn. Should I bother? Yeah, probably. So this needs to go on Ouphe. Yeah, we can now, though. Which is going to lock us up a little bit. This is super awkward. Think. Yeah, I think because Thopter Foundry doesn't do anything once I have an Ouphe in play, we're gonna go Ouphe, play the Ouphe. Hold on. Yes, if we draw a Mantis Rider. Yeah. But if we draw a Mantis Rider, we're going to be a little upset. But we can attack for 4 per turn right now, so that's not bad. We've got them on a 3-turn clock. So no. Yes. Okay. Sure. God. Oh my god. What is this? Cryptic? Cryptic. Gross. Yeah. That. I meant to cast the vial. I did take the vial up to 2. I was supposed to play this one. I clicked through my second main phase because I'm bad. They can spin Urza here? Yeah. They didn't spin Urza. Well, that is not a good feeling at all. Human. That is a playable human. That is a nice boulder. I like that boulder. Urza's very irritating. I like him a lot. He's a good dude. Oh, come on. Don't you dare. Really? No. Okay. Now I know how it feels. Okay. You can put it on top. Now spin your Urza. Oh, do they put push on top? I guess push doesn't really help them that much right now. Yeah, they put cryptic on top. That's fair. They can loop cryptic, but they can't. They don't draw any extra cards yet, so they need more. And baubles don't do it. Did they just... No. Don't do... Okay, good. Yeah, Cryptic's great. Best magic card of all time. Other than Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, see, they wanted to spin Urza, but they screwed it up. I've been there, opponent. I've been there. I learned those decks once upon a time. I love them. There's definitely some sequencing things you can get wrong. Okay, so that's not a great draw. Might as well play it to pump my Thalia's Lieutenant, because Thalia's Lieutenant then is not a valid blocking decision for Urza anymore. So now we have 2 creatures that Urza doesn't want to block, which means I don't want to swing with anything else. Cool. So this is nice. This is nice and safe now. What is this? Oh, you... Sure. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I mean, I'm actually happier they did that than just draw 2 cards, I guess. What is this? Push? Gust. Yeah, that's fine. Top. Because I know they're about to draw a Cryptic. Did they know that they won't be able to Cryptic my Ouphe? Maybe they don't. Your opponent is mean. Well, they're trying to not lose. Their hand is Cryptic and 1. They can't spin and Cryptic. So we're in a really good spot, actually. Not really good, but good enough. Drop. Oh my freaking god, it's an Ouphe. I hope the other card isn't a counterspell. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? They can't. Yeah, we have Vial, exactly. Yep. Oh, they drew a card. Okay, so they know what's up. They realize their Cryptic lock doesn't work. They could burn the Cryptic to bounce Aether Vial on too. Yeah, I thought about that, but they didn't. So, yeah, they could have, but they didn't. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. They're going to get an extra card draw here. Which means they get an extra Cryptic here. Please. Sure. Alright, so I gave my opponent an extra Cryptic. We'll probably still be okay. We'll see. They're trying to Cryptic lock, but they don't have extra redraws, so it's like pulling teeth. Oh, great. Another Hierarch. Okay, so we're going to go to combat because they have the Cryptic. Yep. I'll play the Hierarch post-combat. I think increasing the damage of the Thalia's Lieutenant is better than... They're going nowhere, but they are going nowhere quickly. Yeah, they're spinning their wheels quite hard. The Ouphe locking them out of like a lot of their deck is really good. and Thalia making it very difficult for them to double spell. They have 9 mana, but also allows us to hardcast Mantis Rider. That is correct. Good spot. Being vulnerable to Archmage's Charm is less than great, but bobble. Nice. Nice Mox Sapphire. Oh wow. You can't friend? Okay. So if we draw Mantis Rider here, we just win, I think, or Thalia's Lieutenant. So let's do it. Hey, buddy. Blue, white, red. Our powers combined. Let's find out if this is lethal. Oh, this is for Ouphes. Whoops. White. Blue. Nope. Wow, I screwed this up so many times. Alright. I'm not looking over at where Roy is telling me how to do this, because I can't deal with it. There we go. Top deck city, baby! Alright, so they have to block that. They take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this makes it 9. They can block and kill my Thalia, but they'll lose. So GG! Get wrecked, as a deck. The littlest Ouphe. Go to 0, nerd. Get out of here. First strike damage. Regular damage step. Got him. Opponent didn't give me the karma. And we hit the 3-2 with humans. With some egregious missequencing. That was a blast. I wish I had come into this a little less tired. Wait. Why wait? We just won. You haven't plugged your stream. Oh, I'm not done yet. Oh, to the opponent? They didn't say anything all game, so I don't tend to plug my stream to people who don't seem interested in socializing. Anywho, this was a good time. I really enjoy all of the interesting bits of sequencing in this deck, even though I'm kind of terrible at them. There is a lot of room to customize this archetype. Sometimes it plays a copy of Anafenza the Foremost. Sometimes it plays 4 Phantasmal Images and 4 Kitesail Freebooters. Instead of the Mayor of Avabruck, it's occasionally played things like Charming Prince. This deck is super sweet, and it is sort of the most interesting aggro deck. Actually, this and Mono Red Prowess are both very, very interesting in terms of sequencing and all that. Burn, I don't think I would find as enjoyable, but this one and Mono Red Prowess, I find like the combo / like the synergistic aspects of both of these decks are super, super fun to play. Anyway, thank you, Roy and Larynx Punchworthy, Glory Fade, Steam Flogger Boss, and everyone else who has been popping in and around and through. This will be going up on my YouTube channel, which you can find on the link below on my Twitch page. You can holler at me on Twitter 24 hours a day. I won't answer 24 hours a day, but you can always holler at me. You guys have yourself a fantastic evening. Keep yourself safe. Keep yourself warm. Take care of your loved ones. Practice your good social distancing, and we're going to get to do this thing before you know it. See you, folks.